Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Before I bring up anything else, Aragon did a video. If you want to go watch his, he goes in more detail. But Neverwinter Cryptic is $2 billion in debt, which is kind of crazy. But that's why I kept telling people, man, you put your happiness in games, you're going to fall, dude. You're going to be miserable and depressed, like. And so literally, they had to fire almost everybody. I'm watching Greece and England play. Goal. But yeah, there were basically, from what I know, he said they're working with like a skeleton crew, which means very few people. They fired the lead, the head person, and I'm like, whatever. I mean, it sucks, but whatever. I'm like, dude, my life is not based around Neverwinter. That's what I try to tell. That's what I keep trying to tell people, man. And people don't listen. I'm like, bro, a game could be gone tomorrow, and people will sit there and complain and make a big deal about video games so much where now that this happens, people are going to be all depressed and stuff, and probably, I wouldn't be surprised people, I don't even want to say it, but people hurt themselves. I mean, it's crazy, dude. Like, no, like, if you get depressed because of a game, now I can understand you being like, yeah, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, you know? But, because as much money if I spend on this game, dude, and time, but like I said, you gotta wake up to reality, bro, and know that life is not supposed to be easy. People think life it was meant to be easy. It's not. That's why Jesus said,
Challenge of Selune.
I forgot they're doing this. At first I was like, what the challenge of the gods thing. But like I'm saying, like I've been telling all this, trying to help people, man. This is why I tell people, because I'm telling you, I know what it's like where like you're living in the world and you have like sports teams, man. I used to be fanatical over sports, and I'm watching Greece and England, but soccer, but I don't really even like, I know like some of the main players like Ronaldo and Messi, of course, and but I went to the I have a World Cup jersey right behind that one, from 1994 World Cup. I went to the one in Florida. It was the coolest sporting event I've ever been to. But like nowadays, I just don't get into it, man, because it's like I see people. I think it's just because, you know, as I grow as a Christian, I want to be less and less. I don't want anything in the world to be. It's kind of like alcohol and drugs or that kind of thing, addiction. I don't want to be addicted. God said, don't let there be false idols in your lives. That means there's nothing in my life that I love more here on earth than God. Not my parents. God, Lord Jesus comes first. That's my point. And so what I'm saying is, if you're not at that point, then when something bad happens in your life, you're not going to be able to handle it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why with Jesus, it doesn't matter, even if these crazy times we're in. Like last night, I had a bad night, guys. I'm like, my life is not perfect because I'm a Christian. Like last night, I was in tears. I mean, I didn't cry. I wasn't like boo-hoo crying, but I was like, I kind of broke down like for a few seconds. I was just overwhelmed about, you know, I'm always worried about how I talk to you guys, and I don't want. And it literally scares me. I don't want y'all to think that I'm some angry, miserable Christian. I know I get the anger y'all see in me sometimes is the anger at evil and the evil things that are going on against kids and stuff, and the disappointment, and it's, you know, you guys make your own beds, as they say, and you make decisions, but y'all have been so ruined by, you know, the school system and even some of your parents, man. And so it make, and so some things it's, I understand. Like I have to remind myself that I was blessed to have two amazing Christian parents. They didn't make me believe in God. They gave me a choice. It was my choice. And at a Christian school, my Christian school didn't make me believe. I believed because I saw what they were telling me. I saw it, and I started seeing it. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm telling y'all. I don't tell y'all about Jesus. Just I mean, I mean, if it wasn't important, I wouldn't, you know, spend so much time talking about God. But this is why this is the main reason I do videos. It's so people can see me, who I am, and see my face, and I'm a real person, not some AI robot like YouTube. Dude, YouTube is so trashy, dude, with like these Mojo videos, and they're these Chinese companies, guys, and they're AI. Hadn't y'all noticed when y'all watch certain like fail videos and stuff like that? I'm not gonna name certain channels are better than others. Like People Are Awesome is a pretty good channel, and Fell Army's pretty funny sometimes. But those other channels, there's so many different ones. Like the video, literally the other day, like the guy was flying in an airplane and doing something stupid. And the guy's like, "Man, those sea lions sure don't know." And I'm like, "What?" But yeah, it was awful. Like the AI didn't like what. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't realize that these videos are just being piped out to y'all to get y'all sucked in and ruin your life. It's literally YouTube porn in a way that, you know, pornography has ruined people's lives. That's what I'm saying. Like people that are married, not married, it has ruined people's life. And I know everybody, there's a saying that we used to say when I was younger, in my 20s, there's two types of people. There's about porn, people who watch it and say they watch it, and people who lie about it. So, but that's true. Like, but listen, right now in the church, 75% of men, that's the number one thing they suffer with. That's what I suffer with the most, is lust. You know, being a guy, we were made a certain way, and men are very visual. Women are this is not all cases, but usually biologically, women are the comforters. That's why usually you have mama's boys, you know, because the mom is the comforter, the dad usually punishes. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it happens, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And that's why God talks to us in the Bible as a father. That's why I try to get y'all to read the Bible, because the love that you will feel, it will break you down to your core. It will, you will not be to contain the emotion. I mean, it'll be happiness though. And I'm just telling y'all, this is all the stuff that y'all are missing, guys. I mean, I've been in the military, but I lived in the world. You know, I've done the drugs and slept with girls and all the stuff the world said. You know, I built a house, a brand new house, nice house. I mean, had a whole big front porch, like 8 feet of brick. I mean, it was a very nice house, 12-foot vaulted ceilings. And then I bought same house, and I had a 2-car garage with the garage door. And I had a V8 Explorer, a Ford Explorer that I drove to work. I built my house right across the street from the nuclear plant where I worked at, and I was making good money, dude. And I ended up buying a motorcycle. My whole life I wanted a motorcycle as a kid. But you gotta understand, my sister died when she was 2, 5 years before I was born. So my dad was the one that he was a warrior. He's the one that was kind of really strict, but my mom would kind of rein them in, and you know, she'd be like, "Come on, we need, you know," because he would be, sometimes he wouldn't want me to ride around the block with my bicycle, and I get it. If I lost a child, I would be like that as a guy, because it's like that. Men have that protector's instinct. You see what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. See, men and women are both different, and they're made to complement each other. That's how God planned it. It's not one's better than the other. And I know in the Bible, God talks about, you know, Paul said some women that don't understand the Bible or God see that part in the Bible where Paul said women are not to preach. Well, think about it. Men are very lustful, like I said, and it'd be very dangerous having a woman, if she's attractive or not. There will be some men that are and will be distracted. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, because men are visual, and God knows what He's doing, guys. That's what I've realized. You know, sometimes I didn't understand certain things, but I knew God was right. But I was like, why? But you know, I've just, that's why I wondered. It's like, but then I realized God's proved Himself to me, and He didn't have to. God didn't owe me anything. Think about it. He's the creator of everything, but He took the time to explain to me in small steps. He didn't throw it all on me at once. After you get saved, you have the Holy Spirit that lives inside you, and you get saved by believing in Jesus, that He died on the cross for your sin, and you trust in Him, that He did that for you, and everybody else who believes in that and believes in Jesus for that, they're saved. That's how you're saved. Just genuinely believe in that, and you can pray to Him, you can think to Him. I mean, it's not like the Catholic. That's why the Catholic Church is so awful, and it's a cult. They say pray to Mary. They say to confess your sins to man. No, I talk to God every single night when I lay down, like I'm talking to y'all. It just happens naturally over time. Now, it wasn't always like that. Used to, it was like I would listen to the Bible for like a year or two, and then I just found that I would, you know, then God started doing this, showing me these amazing things in the Bible, and showing me how, like, you know, everything that's going on in the news is literally in the Bible. Everything from down to literally Syria and China on the border of Lebanon. I think it was Lebanon, or border of Israel, basically. But that's it. Jesus said that's in the Bible, that will happen in the end times. And that literally is right now. That is happening. The way you can tell how close we are to the rapture. The rapture is when the Christians get taken out here, and they get taken out because we are called the bride of Christ. Okay, when we get saved, and that means God. See, there's people that teach that there's no pre-trib rapture, and every biblical pastor that that really knows his Bible teaches a pre-trib rapture. Okay, that's just fact. So I know, and I've read the verses, and this is a thing. It's like God. It's like this is how I think it is. I think people that don't study the Bible and you know, and take it literal, they don't see the pre-trib rapture, because it's in different verses, and throughout the Bible, throughout the Old Testament and New Testament, you can see the rapture. You can see it talks. Harpazo is. Okay, there's a part in the Bible that says Jesus will appear in the clouds and He will catch us up to Him. Okay, what is that? That's not the second coming. That's not the, you know, people say, well, that's going to happen midway in the tribulation. The tribulation, guys, listen, I went to Bible college. I listened to biblical pastors. The Bible is the number one source. We do not, as a Christian, and I know this just from getting close to God, everything I've seen messed up in preachers, false preachers like Benny Hinn, Joel Osteen, every single preacher that doesn't preach Jesus, that preaches a religion, what they don't do is they don't care about the Bible. They don't read the Bible. You don't see them hardly ever read the Bible, if you even do see them touch the Bible. So you want to find a preacher that preaches the Bible is true 100%. It has not been messed up, because listen, God said it wouldn't be. So if you say that the Bible's not completely true, you're actually calling God a liar. Because God said that He will protect His word, and no man will touch it. He said if you add or take away from the Bible, you will be cursed, and you will be blotted out of the book of life. Which, y'all can take that what you mean, but it sounds pretty bad. But I'm just saying, if you stick, God literally says it, and that's what I'm saying over and over. And that's how you know when God's really trying to tell you something, when He says it over and over, or Jesus also. And Jesus is God. So, but Jesus in the New Testament, you know, guys, there's 500 witnesses that saw Him after He was crucified. Okay, and these were people that didn't believe in Jesus. We have this on written accounts now. And then you have people telling people they don't have proof. It's like, and this is why I get upset, man. Y'all see me get aggravated sometimes, because I see everywhere I look, I see people that I'm like, the answer is Jesus. It's always been Jesus, and that's what God has always said. He is the way, the truth, and the life. That's in the Bible. The every Our whole society, guys, is based on the Bible. Even the non-believers. We have a 7-day work week because God made the earth, God made the universe in 7 days. Well, 6th day, and the 7th day He rested. That's why for so many years, on Sundays, businesses were closed. I lived during that time in the 80s where businesses were closed and they didn't sell alcohol on Sundays. And I thought it was awesome. I didn't see a problem with it. I'm like, you know what, if you're so bad about alcoholic that you can't go, or you can't buy it on Saturday beforehand, like what it was is these people are God haters. So they hated that. And then now it doesn't matter. Now you can do whatever you want on Sundays. And that happened, and that's when Obama came in, that's when it started. That's when it really got bad, like far as things like that going away. But I lived during that time, and I saw how much respect people had for preachers, even if they weren't religious at all. But now people spit on a preacher in a second. People have no fear of God. Guys, go outside and look up into the sky and the universe and try to explain that, or go to a scientific lab and find the world's most, and look at a microscope. You can't explain it. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was talking about my mom, but that's, guys. I just want to say that, like, and I say stuff on people, like I comment on videos sometimes. Sometimes, man, I'll go on videos and I'm just
Challenge of Timora.
Oh, I forgot you had to do something. Oops. That's why I forgot. It's not just a challenge. You have to actually do it. Okay. No healing. This is like the easiest one. No healing potions. Wow, that was tough. Can I get that one every time? That would be awesome. So yeah, some of them, yeah, they're pretty much all easy, but some of them are more of a pain. Like, use dailies to kill 10 enemies and you have just amount of time. But yeah, you can cancel it and just, or sometimes I just don't do it. I'll just wait till the next one pops up. Anyway, but yeah, guys, I just want to apologize if I've ever, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I straight up, I stick to the Bible. The Bible, God's word, and Jesus in my life is the most important thing in my life. And the last thing I want to do is lie to people or make people think that I hate people, if they're homosexual. Listen, homosexuality is just a sin like other things are a sin. But I don't hate, I sin. So if I hated people who are homosexuals, I'd be hating myself. Because you see what I'm saying? That'd be hypocrite. So, y'all don't hear me harp about the only time I talk about homosexuality and Christianity is these fanatical far left ones that mock God and stand on a cross with leather underwear, and another one climbs all over them and they have a crown. I mean, come on, guys, y'all got to admit that's the most disrespectful. It's just like the Olympics. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. See, that's what happens sometimes. It's like the Holy Spirit, He'll just put something in your brain. Like, it's like that's what I mean. Those type of people that did that thing with mocking the Last Supper. That supper was literally Jesus last time with these 12 men who followed him and loved him and saw him do thousands of miracles. And he sat there and he said, one of you will betray me. That was Judas. Okay? Y'all have heard of, there was actually a heavy metal rock band, a guy named Judas Priest, and he was a satanic demon. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's why you have people like that, because it's all about hatred of God. That's why you have movies that are demon, like exorcism and all this other stuff. That's what is against God. That right there proves that God is real, because that is who went against God. Lucifer went against God, said he was going to be above God, which he's an idiot because he was created by God. Satan does not know the future. Satan is not all powerful. Satan cannot be everywhere at once. God is all, but God knows every single thought that goes through every single head, every single second. Comprehend. That kind of miraculousness. I get it. Is why people don't believe. There's no way that somebody can do that. Well, look at the universe. Okay, that's why God says my creation is enough to prove that I exist. That's what he says. He says people cannot say I don't exist. Look up into the skies. Look at the plants and animals, how everything perfectly. If our planet or our oxygen levels or our gravity was off just by fractions, dude, this planet wouldn't be livable. And more, and the media is lying through their teeth about this climate change stuff. God is in control, and God says in the end times, Jesus said that there will be increased storms, increased plagues, increased evil, and you look at all the sex trafficking and all the stuff that's been coming out. But it also said God will expose these people, and look what God's doing, dude. God's exposing all the sex trafficking and all this stuff in Hollywood that years ago you didn't think that people weren't talking about. It's like boom, all of a sudden. That's because God said also in the end times, time will speed up. Things are going to get worse, guys. It's not going to get better. Now you might see certain times where things have, but it's almost like this. We're going, you might see a little jump in, a piece and something, but we're on a down. The end, Jesus, and this is going by the Bible. What Jesus said, Jesus told us what to look for. He told us. See, this is why these people who claim to know the end time is, or when Jesus' rapture is, we'll call them true Christians, biblical Christians, call them date setters. And these are the people that have totally turned people off from God, who are going to have a severe punishment by God because what they did. The worst thing you can do is make somebody get pushed away from God by date setting. Somebody, like these people say, there's a book, 88 Reasons Why Jesus Come Back in 88. I read the verse in the Bible says, no man knows the day or the hour, not even the Son or the angels in heaven. That means only God the Father knows. How that's possible? I don't need to know that. That's above my pay grade, guys. I was in the military. I know what it means, but there's reasons why they don't tell you everybody stuff, okay? And it's the same way with God. God gave us a Bible this thick, okay? If he tried to give us all the knowledge that we wanted to know, you couldn't fit it on this earth, okay? So just know God wants you to have faith in him, but he gives us more than enough proof, especially nowadays. That's what I was going to tell y'all. Y'all get a microscope, and you look, they can't even see, they don't even have a microscope that's powerful enough to see like the end of whatever they're looking at, the cells and all that. There's always something further. And it gets crazier and patterns, and there's these little machines that are doing literally going over here. And it's like, it literally looks like an assembly line. When I worked at Honda, like, it kind of reminds me of assembly line. You have these little machines doing this, and they're doing like 3 different things. And this is this is stuff you can only see with like the most powerful, what they use in like real powerful, real rich science labs and stuff. But it's amazing. And right now there's more scientists coming to, they don't tell y'all about this. Did y'all know that Iran is the most growingest Christian nation right now? Iran, the one that produces terrorists. But the kids are seeing the evil of Islam and then they're seeing the love of Jesus Christ who loves us. That's what people are missing, that they are loved. People don't feel loved nowadays. They might say they are. All these people on YouTube, man, they're acting all happy and doing all this stuff. They're faking it most of the time. They're not that happy. They're miserable as a dog when they go to bed. Okay? People fake happiness all the time. And I see right through it, usually. Because I just know how it is. Because that's how I was when I was like backsliding, doing things in the world, drugs and all that. I had to pretend to be like I was happy sometimes. It's because I knew I wasn't doing. I knew I wasn't doing what. I knew that what I was doing was hurt me, like God said it would. Everything that God says is a sin and not to do, He does that because it will hurt you or kill you. Like drinking, 400,000 deaths a year from drinking alcohol, either DUIs, health issues, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, of course God's going to put in the Bible, don't be a drunkard. Because He knew all that would happen. See what I'm saying? It ruins people's lives. It ruins marriages. It makes people beat kids. It causes DUIs. It causes... Alcohol is like the worst drug, probably, because it's mainstream. It's pushed on commercials. You see it in stadiums. They sell it in stadiums. And I think it's awful. But, like I said... if a person drinks and doesn't, but this is the problem though. You don't know if that is you drinking one or two will lead to 3 or 4. You don't control that because that's what addiction does. That's what happened to me with pain medicine. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this pain medicine legitimately, but the thing is, your tolerance goes up. So you have to, if you want to not have pain. And people can't live in continuous pain when it's severe. You'll just can't do it. Your body go into shock, or my blood pressure was so crazy one time. It was like 200 over like one. Like it freaked me out. Like I was like, man, my heart's about to explode. But it's just I've been through all that, guys, and I'm telling you, Jesus like got me through. I went cold turkey. I was on 12 10 milligram Percocets a day, 12 a day, plus 50 milligram Oxycontin. Okay, that's a lot. And I came here and slept in this bed right here, and my mom and dad took care of me, and I went cold turkey. That's the things like that is where all throughout my life I see God helping me. You know. I wasn't stuck in a rehab somewhere in this cold room in some hospital bed with a bunch of strangers. You know, I was able to do it, thank God, here at home. And it was awful, guys. It was so bad. It's like God literally blocked the memory of me going through it. The main thing I remember about it is it took about 4 or 5 days for the worst part to get, like I was literally tossing and turning. That's what I remember the most. Like my body just was so anxious. But thankfully, they had given me Valium. Because I had to start taking Valium because the pain medicine started giving me anxiety because I didn't want to take it. So then I was having anxiety because I didn't want to take pain medicine. So they had to give me. So I was on Valium. Like it you know. But it was coming. It started because I was taking it legitimately. And then it got out of hand. And because it just, like I said, that's why, you know, when it comes to marijuana, as a Christian, I don't have a problem using. I don't want to use real. I don't want to. Well, it's real, but the new stuff they had, the Delta 8, the flower, it's like, it's like. It's not it doesn't have the psychedelic effect as real marijuana. Like that's literally, I just went and used some. So I don't think that I sound like I'm stoned. I mean, I don't, like, I tried real marijuana for my stomach because I wanted to get off pain medicine. And it was too strong. And so I prayed. I was like, Lord, please help me find something but you know what the amazing thing about marijuana is? There's no withdrawals. I know because I smoked it for 6 years in my 20s, early 20s, because it helped calm me down. Like, now I did it back then, you know, I only know that now that's why I was doing it mostly, because it did help me. Because I'm always really been hyper. I mean, I literally used to climb the door facings. Like I would push my hands up against the wall and like just. I mean, like I couldn't sit still. Like when we would go out to eat at the beach or something, we went to this one restaurant, this one seafood restaurant called Bennett's, I think it was. It's in Calabash, North Carolina, and we would used to stay in Cherry Grove, North Myrtle Beach, because Myrtle Beach is just it can be kind of crap and not trashy, but it can be it's real touristy. But North Myrtle Beach is just it's more like now North Myrtle Beach now is like pretty much. Believe it or not, North Myrtle Beach is actually more popular, bigger than Myrtle Beach because all the people realize that, you know, so basically basically Myrtle Beach is mostly young college people and high school spring breakers and stuff like that. That's where the boardwalk, the boardwalk where people, you know, back when in my day in the 90s, like we would have girls jump in the car with us and ride around with us for a while and listen to music, and then they'd get out and then we'd holler at another girl, and you know it was safe, but that was like in the early 90s to mid 90s. I did that till about not the last time I rode on the boulevard and like, you know, yelling at, you know, just listening to music and just hanging out with your friends, you know, talking to girls and stuff. That was like 1997 or 8. It was like maybe 2 years after I got out of high school. And like after that, it was just got where like right now you have a lot of drug trafficking, sex trafficking is really bad in Myrtle Beach. I think because it is people from all over the world go there. Like they have 110 golf courses within like a 30 to 60 mile stretch, like a beach, like back not on the beach, but you know that area. It's crazy. It's like a golfer's. It's known. It's like one of the top 10 destinations in the world to go because there's every golf course is nice and there's 100. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, I know I'm just talking. I don't know. I just mainly wanted to just tell everybody I'm not trying to ever be hateful or mean to anybody. I love every single person in this world, even Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Yes, I love them as human beings, but I do not. I hate the evil that is controlling them. But I'm just telling y'all, man. I would just ask y'all to just pray to God. Just say, Lord, if I don't know if you're real. I don't know at all. But Lord, if you're real, show me. Somehow show me. God will answer your challenge. Listen, God is so beyond amazing. I literally break down in tears quite often because when I see the way He does stuff and how gracious He is when I mess up. He doesn't like throw bricks at me and like, you know, strike me with a bolt of lightning. He's so forgiving and understanding. Especially when you can admit and confess that, you know, we call it repent, you know, it's like, and basically if I sin, I'm like, Lord, please forgive me and help me not to do that. When you generally pray that because you don't want to do it, God, that's what He wants you to do. He wants you to ask for help, not just, you know. So when I sin, I don't like freak out and like, no, that's the devil tempts Christians a lot of times. Satan can do so much to Christians, but he can't possess them. He tempts us. He's like that. It's like the movies, you know, you see the angel. It's really like that. But it's not instead of the angel. It's like God living inside of me, and then there's also not. It's not a red person in a pitchfork, and it's literally the most grotesque. Probably if I saw it, it would probably be horrifying. But there are demons all probably around me right now. Maybe I don't know, but I know I definitely I can tell I'm real. Like it's like the more I read the Bible, the closer I get to God, the more I can tell because I know that God doesn't put bad thoughts in my head, and that's one thing I learned. That it's either my flesh, you know, the part of me that's always be a sinner. That's why I'm talking. That's why when I tell y'all not to judge God by man, because man still sins even after he's saved. That's why people say you can lose your salvation. That's a total false belief. That's a false teaching. That's a flat out false teaching, because we still sin after we get saved. So that means, so how will we know if we're not? So that what? Every time we sin, every day, every Christian sins every day, literally. Like, that's what God talks about. That Jesus, everybody sins every single day somehow. It might be something small you don't even know. You don't even know you did it. Like when somebody asks you how you're doing, and you could be doing very bad, and you say, "Oh, I'm doing great." That's technically that is a lie. Yeah, it's what people would call a white lie. There are sins that are worse than others, of course. But what I'm saying, they're still in the category of a lie, which is a sin. So, that's what I'm saying. So I sin every day, and people need to realize that any Christian that says they don't, they're not reading the Bible. They're not following the same Bible, the same teaching that God is saying in the Bible. Because there's nobody. Literally, God says in the Old Testament and the New Testament, Jesus confirms it. There is no man good, no, not one. Jesus was the only sinless God man. He was God, came in the flesh. So that's the gospel, guys. That's the true gospel, without the religion, without different religions. That is the one and only religion, is God, Jesus Christ, and the Bible, and the Bible. That's And then if you can find a good church that literally preaches everything out of the Bible. My preacher keeps his Bible. He literally he's in the Bible a lot. He'll talk and he's back in the Bible. So. But I'm not. I don't say I'm religious or spiritual. No, never say that. I say I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a Christian, and then I say, which means follower of Christ and believer in the Bible, 100%. Everything in the Bible. Nothing has been disproved. There's literally been churches out there, guys, that have offered anywhere between $10,000 and $1 million to anybody that could disprove the Bible or find one contradiction or mistake. And guess what? That money is still there. That's been there for decades. If you don't believe me, look it up. Go look up churches, or I don't know, maybe churches or preachers or Christians offering money for anybody who can try to disprove the Bible. Go Google that. Nobody. And believe me, there's been people trying. Listen, if the Bible wasn't real, and God and Jesus didn't save people's lives and give them that peace and joy that He promises, and do what He says He'll do in people's lives, in your life, then the Bible would have gone away a long time ago, guys. The Bible is the oldest religion because it started out with Adam and Eve. Okay? That's what the Bible starts out with. In the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. That is the beginning. Before that, there was God. And we can't comprehend that. God has always been, And it's just the ego of people to think that we can understand everything. That's the biggest ego. That's the biggest problem with these rich people and these evil people out there, is they think that they can get this ultimate knowledge. It's almost like they follow the script of like Star Wars, like Anakin fell for, you had to know the evil and the good side, and what took over the evil part, of course. But that showed his true nature. Because remember, he always had that evil type of feelings, even in him from a young age. Like George Lucas admits that he got a lot of his ideas from the Bible. Almost every movie. How many David and Goliath stories have movies have been made? The little guy beats the big guy. Whether it's a sports team or something. I'm just saying, using that context or using that story as an example. Like Hollywood, I see it all. The more I learn the Bible, I'm like, dude, that movie stole that. It's like I'm constantly seeing that. I'm not surprised though, because the Bible's the first book that was ever written. Y'all know that? It was the first book that was in a book form. That's what I mean. Yes, there's writings But there is no older religion. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It all started with Adam and Eve 6,000 years ago. Around that. That's when the Earth is a young Earth. True science shows a young Earth, guys. If the Earth was if we had been here for 13 billion years, one, the sun would have been burnt out by now. Two, the Earth would have expanded, and also the Moon expands too, and the Earth and the Moon would be touching each other by now. Like there's so many. Like if you go to AnswersInGenesis.com or AnswersInGenesis.com or Answers in Genesis on YouTube, they're the people who made the ark. You know why they made the ark? Not because they're crazy, because they wanted to prove to people that you could fit two of each kind, not species, guys. They didn't take every kind of dog. They took a wolf, a male and a female wolf, and they were probably babies. Okay, they didn't bring every kind of bird. They brought a certain two birds, and then they speciated. There's speciation, but evolution is listen. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, this is getting into like a. But I'm just saying, that's where you should go if you don't believe me, because of science. I'm confident enough. I would debate any. I would debate anybody. I would debate a college professor, because I know enough that all I have to ask him is this. Okay, I would ask him, how, out of all the information that exists out in the world, out in this world, and this universe, and here on Earth, even, what percentage do you think we've learned? And most atheist scientists will say some will be low, like 0.1%, but it's way lower than that. But some might even say 1%. So even if they said 10%, even if they said 20%, all I have to do is tell them what that means. In that 80% that you don't know, you have to admit that in that 80% or 90% that we don't know about all the things, that God is real, and they have to say yes. See, I know God's real because He does things in my life to show me He's real. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's changed me. We can't. Why do you think people who suffer from addiction can't change? Did you know? This will be the last thing I'll talk about. But addictions. Did you know people who go to secular rehabs, like that don't teach about God to help you get through it? Did you know they have a 27% success rate? Do you know what the success rate of a Christian? We have Reformers Unanimous at my church, and it's basically where people go, and it's basically like AA, but it's using God and His teaching to get, because it basically doesn't put a band-aid like AA does. It removes it, because God moves in, it moves out. So the success rate of a Christian rehab is 80%. 80%. 27% for atheist or a secular, basically, rehab. And you're gonna tell me that there's nothing to that? Okay. if a person's really if you're really willing to say that means nothing, then you're illogical. And I don't deal with logical anymore. Now I'm like, okay, if that person can't even see that, I'm not even gonna debate. I feel like I've been talking for an hour. I have. Followed Jesus. I have given Him my heart. You stink, I have so many reroll tokens. I'll never get to spend them in my life. Okay. Wow. Wow, that was fast. Ooh. I'm using Wiggins.
Whoa,
I pulled Wiggins last night, man. He's pretty good. He has these little 5 ghosts of him that basically gives you combat advantage. Well, he's a little dude though. I didn't know I've named him Casper. Casper the friendly ghost. Wait, are that people aren't in there, right?
Pay close attention to this next one.
Oh, there's people in there? Oh crap, I'll sit.
Everybody just join hands. Whoa! Omen would want me to tell you that we're not liable for any slips or falls.
What was killing me? See, dude, that is freaking hurting like crazy, man.
The vault is moderately scary, but it's totally fine. It's a vault. You feel what you're doing. This is gonna be a good one. I can feel it. A lot of people these portals. Bad stuff keeps coming out of them. What is that? Pull me down. Can I make that? Send it to a portal. You know what? It might not actually be fun. They are going to town on this vault. Do something. Yeah, somebody's got to do something about the noise.
Silver. Final rank, Silver.
Thank goodness we had the Wand of Wonder with us. And not just the wand, but a powerful, famous wizard to wield it.
Oh, I didn't look at my... I want to see what damage was because of Wiggins. Daggone it. That sucks. Ps6. Wiggins! Go real quick. I need to get on Throne Liberty because I don't really have much to do in this game. Really, I just play. I don't know. I know one thing. There's not gonna be any more. Like, I don't know what the crap Aragon's talking about. Talking about this game's gonna be another 3 to 5 years, dude. They ain't gonna make any more mods. They ain't gonna make any more. Dude, as soon as they quit making basically new what DLC content, they call it mods. Like, people aren't gonna play this crap. I mean, like, Mount Hope now is a joke, dude. I got the weapon set and artifact set like in a week. Not in a week, but I got it real fast. You can't get it. I don't think you can get it in a week because some of it's weekly bound. So, but yeah, it's just, yeah, no way, dude. If they quit making mods, this game's done. Because they have to keep the servers up, and they're not gonna keep servers up. If they're not doing new mods, they're not gonna keep servers up. Because people aren't gonna play it. And what's gonna happen is, this is how it works. As soon as there's not enough people, where they're not making it when the profit's not coming at, when the price of the servers is more than what the profit they're bringing in. This is basic economics, guys. This is why I get so freaking frustrated with people who act like games are supposed to be around forever just because they like them. I'm like, your reality is so freaking screwed. Like, skewed. I'm sorry, not screwed. Skewed. Like, messed up. Like, it's a business, guys. Gaming is a business first and foremost. Okay? Not for us. It's for fun. But it's for them. It's about money. That's life. You have to have... People are greedy. That's the whole point of Jesus. Believing in Jesus so you can go to heaven and you don't have to deal with these people anymore. Heaven's going to be full of people who believe in Jesus and that don't sin. We won't sin. We won't die. We'll probably visit all these planets because literally in the Bible it says God named all the planets. So that's my whole point. You don't put your trust in games and video games, and it does. There is, and people think there's like they're going that socialism, capitalism, all this other stuff is the answer. That's not the answer. The answer is Jesus. If everybody on earth was a true Christian, we wouldn't have any wars or any problems. I mean, we'd have people sinning, but we wouldn't have these serious problems. We wouldn't have evil. But that's not how the world is. The world, when Adam and Eve sinned, it cursed the world. So everybody, Cain was the first murderer. Cain and Abel were the sons of Adam and Eve. They had more than 2 children, but that's who the 2 children are talked about because that was the first case of murder. That was when God was showing what is going to be, life is going to be like. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. There's more knowledge in the Bible than you'll get in any other book combined. I'm telling you that. The Bible is stronger than any stupid witchcraft book. It is the most powerful, perfect thing in the world. It is the only perfect thing in the world. There's not one mistake in it, guys. I would not put my whole life and go through talking about this. I wouldn't love God if he wasn't real. See what I'm saying? That's why I love him, because I know he's real. It's like some people say I love God, I love Jesus because or I love God because he loved me first, and that's true. It says in the Bible, he knew us before we were in our mother's womb. That means he knew us before he even created us or puts our personality. You know, how that works, I don't know. I don't need to know that stuff. Because I see so much other... I know... it's like this. It's like the difference of me needing 500 witnesses to tell me something and 1,000. Okay, I already have 500 people telling me what they saw, so I think they're probably right. Well, I know they're right, but I don't need another 500 to prove more. God has done more. He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to prove himself, but he does. But you got to seek him. You got to ask him. He's standing at the door. It's also, this is another Bible verse. Once again, it's amazing. Jesus says he's standing at the door knocking for everybody. But all they got to do is open that door, and that could be a prayer saying, Jesus, if you're really the only way to heaven, show me. But you got to be serious about it, guys, when you ask that. And like, why you would risk your eternal soul in hell? You know, because you believe what a professor or a scientist like Richard Dawkins, who's one of the biggest idiots I know. I'm sorry, but he is. Because God says a fool has said in his heart there is no God. Like, literally, God calls people who don't believe in God a fool. Okay? And even God tells Christians not to use the word fool, because that is a word, I guess, that's for God to use. Now, we can call people idiots and stuff, but just don't call them fools. What in the world? Whip of the... What? What is this one? Okay, that is oh, that's in his. Oh, I'm an idiot, dude. I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, seriously, I can get that? I forgot I was down below my, yeah, see? Even here, it's above my pay grade. But I know it's still real, right? I know that was kind of a cheesy example, but you get my point. Get a deer. I see. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. What do I wanna do? Let's go to Tetris Enclave. Let me see if I can find somebody needs somebody for something. Well, I like to do some random queues. Find a group that's doing like 4 or 5 of them. I don't like creating parties. It's just not worth it for me. I'd rather not even do it. It's just certain. See, there it is. Look, hosting random advanced. Oh crap. Oh, never mind. I sent that to him. They're saying, yeah, I see second boss. What is the Reaper? Reaper. Mastering. What the heck? Oh, that's the easy one. One healer. I usually put see Wizard looking for work. Like, please. I just hate playing. I've created tanks and healers, and I got so bored, man. And playing as a healer, trying to level up, dude. Like even like easy mobs are like pain in the butt to kill. I got two boards. I got this one, and I got a fancy one. Where's the one? Does he keep doing it? Oh, that's awesome. Wiggins. I know it was. I gotta beat. 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 Watch this.
The challenge.
Stand against the dark.
Oh, that's right, you had their artifact calls. Stupid. Woo! 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 Oh my gosh, bro. This thing's kicking my tail, man. That spider was kicking my butt, bro. I'm not even joking. It's easy. Only 30,000 in this Reaper challenge, so.
Do you have asked?
Oh my. Stuck. Bruh. Bruh. Wow. I don't even remember the last time I came in third. Damage. Oh, okay. 99 and 100. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And plus, I was running dedicated squad for help, so I took I didn't have a damaging companion. I probably could have got the 46. I lost definitely a million. But I was better. The Reaper's challenge, as you can see, I wasn't able to use, a wizard without his artifact calls. I had two tactician precision, so my dailies and artifact calls and stuff like that, all that is my main power. So, but my main thing is surviving and Reaper challenge, which that one was easy. I didn't need to really change anything. I could have just ran, but better safe than sorry. So, no. Let's see, blackjack, and I didn't need to change. I didn't need to change this either, because you don't get to use these. So yeah, that was stupid. And then I didn't really have to change this either. I think that's all I changed. I gotta get stuff upgraded. I like your fashion style. I like your fashion style. I like your fashion style. Blue and orange. I was trying to see. Might do a little. do a little fashion. Fashion. Let's see. Wow, I could do that. Let's see. What? You can't even. You can't even tell. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do primary. I'm gonna do black. Should I do that? Or should I do primary orange? And do accent black. Yeah. Okay, that's gotta change. That's this gotta change. Let's see, yeah, primary's gonna be blue. I mean, there's no other color. Like, there is no orange, more orange than this. Like, literally, it's not. Oh, crap. So I could do that. I wonder if that would look good with blue stripe. No. Ah. Oh yeah, that's sick. Sick. It's not technically orange, it's candle glow. I'm gonna do hickey. I'm gonna do hickey. Which I could. I think that was like that. Yeah. That's one of the best weapon sets ever in the game. Twisted weapon set. That set. Oh my gosh, that weapon set was so good, bro. Oh, everybody. That's what everybody wanted. Epic Quagmire. Epic Quagmire. Yeah. I can't take.
It's not real. It's not real sweet. Sure.
I've had better.
It's not sweet enough, is it?
It's not peachy enough.
You didn't get a bite of peach, did you?
Yeah. It's okay. I like peach cobbler better, I think. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't suit me.
Well.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
You a bite of peach?
No. I'm good.
It's not sweet enough for me. But
I'd rather eat pancakes. I think I like peach cobbler the best. That's because it has that sugar crumble on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is not sweet enough for today.
Yeah, it's definitely not sweet.
And see, this is like apple. I want my apple pie to be sweet.
Yeah. Well, that's the first time I've ever. I don't even know if I've had a peach pie before, really. I mean, nobody. Usually, people do cobblers or something.
I think everyone knows the fixed pies. She always fixed cobblers. Yeah.
down.
Watch out for the hatchlings. Letting those spiders linger could have explosive results. Damage the gravity generator so you can jump to safety. Damage those gravity generators. If you stay on the deck, you are doomed. You called me down? out! The Mars King is using psionic energy to hack spiders!